lovely friends. Monique here with Grace and Tattered Lace. Just coming on today to show you a quick project that I made using some Dollar Tree items. I'm super excited with how they turned out and cannot wait to share them with you. I'm just going to hold on here and see if anybody starts popping on. If not, we'll get started. I'm so excited to show you guys this cute little thing that I made here. I don't know if you can see that too well. It even lights up. Let's see if I can do this by looking through the camera. Maybe not. There we go. You can see that cute little thing. Okay. Can't wait to show you guys this. All right, Miss Roxy, you need to watch out. So, you guys, this is the little wire basket from Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree does have these little stands as well, the plant holding stands, but I couldn't find any, so I ended up going to Home Depot. Anyway, I can't wait to show you guys this. I'm super excited of the way it turned out. Hi, Michelle. Thank you so much for joining. All right. I did already prep these, you guys. This is that little gold wire basket from Dollar Tree. This is the one item that I was in not Walmart. I was in Dollar Tree a couple weeks ago, and I had this in my hand, and my husband's like, "You can't make anything with that." And I'm like, "You want to bet?" I should have asked him to, pick one thing in the store to have me make something. I didn't. I didn't buy it because he was being so negative. But anyway, I went back and bought it. This is what I got. I also got this cute little thing that was also from Dollar Tree. This has already been painted. It was a silvery color. So it does come apart. The bulb comes off. I prepped this. I shoved the little wires inside the little hole here, and I put some tape over the top. And then for the top here, because I didn't want to paint the top of this, I didn't want to get paint inside the mechanism in there. And I think I already threw away what I used. But I just took the tag that was on here, cut a little circle and taped it on top, and then spray painted it with some spray paint that I got from Home Depot. Rust-Oleum matte hammered, and it's supposed to be black, matte black. This is what I used to paint all three items, the basket, the light, and the plant hanging doodad I got from Home Depot in the garden section. Now, if you are lucky enough to find one of these things at Dollar Tree, they do sell something very similar. The stores that I went to, the 3 stores that I went to over the weekend did not have this, so I opted to get one at Home Depot. Also, let's put this back together really quick. I got a wood board from Home Depot. Give me 1 second. Kind of tangled. I got a wood board from Home Depot and had them cut it. It came in a 23, oh, look at that. Here's the circle that I cut to put on top. It was in my hand. So I just covered this and took it outside and spray painted everything outside. I got one board from Home Depot. This was a half of the board that I got. It came in a 23 by 3/4 inch. I just went to the wood section and asked them to cut it right in half for me. So that's what I did. You can get this at Home Depot. I think this was just under $12, so for 2 pieces I got it for $12. The next thing that I've already done is I've already put the hooks on the back. So these are called D-ring hooks. You guys can get these at Walmart, Home Depot. I actually ordered a giant bag of them from Amazon. So if you do a lot of door hangers and things like that you need to hang stuff with, these are fabulous. I got these, and I like to use 2 of them so that you're not trying to find where to put the nail. So I use 2 of them, and then I put floral wire across the two of them and make a loop to hang the nail that way. It's just easier. All right, thanks for watching, you guys. As you pop on, let me know where you're watching from. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to stain this. I have a Minwax stain. This is from Lowe's. It comes clear, and you can ask them to put in whatever color filling that you want. And this one is, oh gosh, I forgot what color. The color that I am using is dark walnut. Okay, you guys, don't be afraid to use stain. Stain is really easy to use. I am going to put some gloves on so that I don't get my hands covered with it since it's such a large piece. South Carolina! Awesome. I have some, my ex-husband's family lives in South Carolina. No, I lied. The mother-in-law used to live in South Carolina. She sold her house and she's now in Georgia with the rest of her children. I did visit there and it's beautiful there. All right, where is my putty knife? Okay, so you guys, when you use the stain, you're just going to paint it on. I like to use a paintbrush. You can use a rag or a paintbrush, whatever you choose. Either way works. So you just put it on, and then you wipe it off with either a clean, dry rag, or I like to use a wipe. So I will just use a wipe. And when you wipe, you get a lot on your wipey, so sometimes you can use the wipe to finish off some pieces that, or some sections that you didn't get the stain, like the sides. All right, I hope you guys all had a fabulous day today. I was just here crafting and enjoying my last week of freedom before I do go back to work. I work for the school district. I am a speech pathologist by profession. And I like to craft to relieve stress. Plus, it's just fun. What do you guys? Do you guys like to use crafting for relieving of stress, or anybody do this as a business? Okay. All right, so there we go, nice good coverage. We'll get a wipe and we'll wipe this off. This one's a big piece, so probably multiple wipes for this guy. Okay. You guys, it dries really, really quick. It's really easy to use. This one is kind of like a stain. It doesn't say that it's a gel, but it is very much so like a gel. Years ago when I stained my staircase, the spindles, no, I stained the banister, and I used a stain gel, and it was very easy to use. Okay. Got that nice and clean, and then we'll go ahead and do the sides and the ends. And as you can see, I can just use my wipe because there's so much stain on here to get my side. And I won't be able to do for all the sides though. Excuse me while I stand up. Almost there, you guys. And this one has a little bit of marker on it from the store, so I'm going to go ahead and put more stain just to make sure I get that marker covered. All right. There we go. We are completely stained. And I'm going to touch this with the blow dryer really quick just to make sure that it is good and dry. I really need to get some regular rubber gloves that I don't have to throw away every time I use them, because I use them a lot. All right. Hello, my friend Kristen. How are you today? I'm super excited to show you guys this. So if you guys are jumping on a little bit late, I got a little, this was a gold wire basket that I got from Dollar Tree. I spray painted this. I also got this cute little light bulb that lights up that came from Dollar Tree. Look how cute that is. I took it apart, the bulb comes apart. I covered the top with a little, I used a tag that was on there to cover it, and pushed the wires down inside and covered it up with tape and spray painted it. Use this Rust-Oleum paint. This is matte hammered. It's colored is like a almost like a pewtery color. I said it was black earlier, but it's not really black. It's kind of a pewter. All right, almost done. Okay. Next up, I also got this little plant stand from Home Depot. Now, if you were lucky enough to find one, Dollar Tree does carry them as well, but mine did not. They were out. I went to 3. Okay, so next up we're going to do is I'm going to put a little wax on here because I'm going to use one of my stencils on here, and I don't want it to stick, and I don't want it to pull up any of that stain that we put on there. And it doesn't take a whole lot of wax, you guys. You just want to get a simple little coating of wax. And I got it a little thick in some areas, so I'm going to use a paper towel just to kind of make sure I get it out of those areas. I don't want it to be too thick. I don't want too much wax to get on the back of my transfer. Okay. All right. So we're going to use this transfer. It's beautiful. I have a really special way of doing this when I am doing these big ones, especially when in my lives. I just wanted to point out that I've used this several times. Generally, the darker colors, your black and your blues and your reds, really stain this. And you can see I've used this several times. I just use a lot of black on there. It's not that stained, you guys. And it really contributed this to the way I kind of clean mine when I'm done. Rebecca, this is Chalk Couture's surface wax. If you follow the link in my bio, it will take you to the page where you can buy this. So, I just wanted to point out what this looks like prior to me putting any ink on there, okay? Hi Debbie, thanks for joining, my friend. Once I'm done, I'll kind of show you the technique I do to kind of set it off to the side while I continue to work. These big ones are harder to maneuver, but I found a little trick that I use. Not everybody does it, so you know, you do what you want. I just happen to like what I found and works for me. Okay. All right. So if you've never seen these transfers before, you guys, they are reusable transfers. There's this clean to the back, and they have little screens, as you can see, where the chalk paste goes through and leaves the print on whatever product that you're putting it on. So I am just going to lay this down, and as you can see, it doesn't fit completely on my surface. So we'll lift it up and we will move it down, and we'll do just a little bit at the other end. Okay. And if you guys haven't seen, let me just quickly show you what the finished product is going to look like. I'm super excited to show you guys this. This is what we're working on. It turned out super, super cute. The most expensive thing was the piece of wood that I got from Home Depot, and it was like 12 bucks. So for $6 a piece, less than $10, I can recreate this. I can make this whole project. So I have 3 paste colors here. I have Storm. It's kind of a gray color, copper shimmer, and black. And we're just going to put it random, and then we're just going to pull it through. And when you have big pieces like this, you kind of have to work quickly because it does dry quick. It is chalk paste. And a big piece like this takes a lot of paste. And I'm just going to randomly put it in different places. And as you can see, it will pull through differently as you put it. This copper shimmer is really pretty, you guys. I really like how this one sneaks through. I'm almost out. All right. So now I'm going to use my big squeegee, and I'm just going to pull it all the way through. Start at the top and pull it through. Like so. And I'm trying to be very careful not to go to the very bottom so that I don't cover the side of the wood that doesn't have a stencil on it. All right, so I've got it all pulled through. And now I'm just going to pull this up. Look at how beautiful that is, you guys. And now I'm going to, I want to use the top side at the bottom here. So I'm going to scoot this up a little bit, and I'm going to try to align this. I'm not too much worried about it being aligned perfectly because I didn't get the first one lined up, and I added some twine to the bottom to kind of cover that line up. All right. Now we're going to put a little bit more chalk paste down here. I still have some left on my squeegee, so I'm not worried about getting too much on here. But I do want the colors to sneak through like they did up here on the top part. Okay. Well, that was not good. We'll just do that. All right. Okay. We're just going to use the squeegee and pull it through. Try not to go onto my wood where there's no transfer like I did before because I don't want it to make a mess. And again, just pull it through. And I have a lot left. Unfortunately, I can't save this. Normally when I use one color, I can save my paste and reuse it. But when you have the mixed colors, it's really hard to save. I probably could make a new color with it if I wanted, but I don't. All right, now I'm just going to pull this up. All right, there we go. There's our finished product here. Okay, we're going to set that off to the side for 1 second. I want to show you guys what I do to get this set off to the side while I'm still working on it, working on my project. Normally you would want to clean this right away so that the paint does not dry in your screens so that it stays reusable. So I just take some wipes and I put it over my screen. like so. And then I flip it back over to, I put the backing back on, okay, and you want to put the shiny side down. And then I flip this over, like so. And I've got it all over my fingers. This is a very large transfer, you guys. They are harder to work with, but you can do it. So then I take my distilled water and I just spray it with some distilled water all over. It's going to stay moist while I keep working until I'm ready to clean this. Now, on the floor, I have a towel sitting on the floor, and I'm just going to set it on the floor. And then I will go back through when I'm done, and I will wipe it with the wipes, the front and the back. I also have a board eraser that I will use with water and clean it. And in the very, very end, only because this is a very large one, I need to put it in the sink to clean it. But it cleans very easily. Okay, just giving it one more squirt. Okay, squirting everything else too. Okay, done with that. Let me clean my fingers up. Let me show you what our finished product looks like so far. Put these in the bucket of water. Okay, here is what we have, you guys. Look at how beautiful that is. I know it looks like it's smeared a little bit, but it's just the coloring of the wood underneath. All right. So next step is we're going to attach the plant hanger to this. Now, the screws that came with this were rather long, so I used these screws for my D-rings. Now, I want to just measure where I have these this plant stand on the other one so that they're equal. Now these screws are silver, which are going to stand out. So I am going to, once we're all done, I will go outside and spray this spray paint that I used on a little cheapy brush, and I'll just brush some paint on the screws to kind of cover them up. This is probably the hardest part because it's really hard to get the drill gun and a screwdriver into these brackets. Because there's like a lip, and I have to put my glasses on, you guys, I apologize. So bear with me while I do this. This is the hardest part, just because the angle. That actually went way easier than the first one did when I did my sample. All right. I probably should have touched this with the dryer, which I will do here in just 1 second. Making sure my paint is completely dry. This one is just, the angle is super hard. And I need that electric screwdriver to get it started for me. Where's your husband when you need him? Oh, he's at work. Well, this one is not cooperating, you guys. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bear with me. This is the hardest part, you guys. They don't make them easy. I don't see how any man could do this either, because it's just hard to get in there. Ah, you got it. Well, darn it. There we go. Hallelujah, you guys. Oh, what you making for dinner? Thank you, Angelica. I appreciate it. All right. Let's see if we can get this screwed on here. I might have to try to get that drill in there a little bit more. There we go. And this one is not straight, so this will be harder. There we go. Gotta use your strength for sure, you guys. All right. Woo! That was hard. I'm sweating now, girls. All right, there we go. As you can see, the screws are silver. So I will take the paint outside. I'll spray it on a brush, and I will gently stroke on it and cover it up with the paint so it all matches together. Fajitas. I'm coming to your house, girl. Sounds amazing. All right. For those of you that didn't see in the beginning, we're using one of those little gold wire baskets that are from Dollar Tree. I painted it with this spray paint, Rust-Oleum matte hammered. It's like a pewter color. It's very pretty. We also have this little doodad. I've been eyeballing this for a while, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with it. It comes apart. The light bulb detaches. I took it outside and I sprayed it also. So we're going to take the little hanger thing out, and we're going to attach it to our basket. Okay, now you kind of have to go between the basket bottom to get this on so that it hangs properly. And I'm not even sure if I have it done right. We'll have to look at it. And no, see, I have a crooked. I have to go over one. You kind of have to go like through the X's almost. Might need my glasses. I gotta see what I'm doing. I gotta put the glasses on, girls. Who else is getting old that has to put their glasses on? Probably better if I start from the top. I have glasses everywhere. All right, there we go. Attached. So I didn't spray paint the top because I didn't want paint to get inside the mechanism. All right, next up. Right here, the seam is actually pretty good on this one, but the first one I did, there was a little bit of a seam and it was a little cockeyed. So I used some twine. Yeah, I would rather not wear them also, Brenda, but hey, you gotta see. So I used some twine to kind of cover up that seam. Let me get the glue guns over here. So we're just going to put a little pieces of twine on here. And we'll wrap it around. All right. Woo! Got my finger in it. How many did I do? 4. All right, so I want them to be the same, you guys. I did 4 twists. All right, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day today. Because it's night for most of you guys. And my scissors. Let's glue this here. You guys, if you cannot find the little lights, you could probably do something really similar by using a solar light of some mechanism and coming up with something just as clever. And I also have this cute little planter that I got from Target that could also hang from here just as well. All right, there you guys go. Let's see, is that straight? There we go. There's that. All right. Oh, nice, Brenda. If you can believe it or not, in California, it does not rain here, especially where I'm at, out in the Inland Empire. It never rains. My husband, we woke up the other morning and it had rained a little bit and our plants were all wet and it was very wonderful. All right, so I had to really play around with this to figure out how am I going to get this to stay on here. I tried sliding it just like that and it was kind of wonky. And so what I found that worked the best was to use some of this floral wire that I got at Dollar Tree. I have a black floral wire. So we're just going to use a piece of black floral wire. This one's kind of thin compared to some of the other ones that you can get at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's. So I like to fold it in half, make it a little bit thicker. And let's see if I can do this for you guys to see. I'm just going to put it on here and twist the floral wire, make it nice and tight. And I'm just going to kind of curl it up in a little ball at the top. When this is hanging on the wall, you're not going to be able to see the wire. Yes, the floral wire is so handy, Sue. There we go. Look at that, you guys. I really thought about, gunking it up and resting it up, but I figured with the colors that are in here, it gave it that look. Now, I have one last thing that I want to do, and I should have done before I attached this, but that's all right. I want to dry this really quick to make sure it's completely dry. Oh my gosh, Brenda, you're so lucky. Nice rusty spool of wire. So many cool things. That would be awesome on here. All right. I just want to make sure it's dry really quick. All right. That is it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of sandpaper and just rough the edges up a little bit. That's the only part that I roughed up. I just didn't want to destroy the beautiful print that's on here. The wood board came from Home Depot. It was a 23 3/4 board, so it was kind of a square. I just asked them to cut it in half. So I got two pieces that made essentially some cute wall sconces. Amazing. You can see where the edges are a little roughed up. Now, for those that you didn't see, on the back, I put the D-rings. I don't know if you guys know what D-rings are. They're the little hooks that you can use to put on back of things to hang them. I put two, and then I put floral wire in the middle so that I can hang the hook from here rather than trying to get the nail through this little tiny hole. Now, let me see if I have the little plant holders that I got from Target that I think would look just as amazing on here. Made a cowboy wreath for your friend out of an old... Oh my gosh. Sue, I bet you that was a beautiful... I would love to see a picture of that if you have one. Let me get the plant holder, or the plant pot. Well, poop, you guys. I think it's in the garage. Give me 1 second. Let me run to the garage because I think that that would look just as cute if you cannot find the things to make the light with. I think hanging a little plant from here would be just as cute. Well, guys, I'm bummed. I can't find it. Did I bring it in the house yet? That's the question of the day. I have so many things that I'm not sure what I've done with it. I will have to post a picture of it. It is the cutest little thing that I got from Dollar Tree, or not Dollar Tree, but from Target in a dollar spot. It was a white pot, and it had a string, and you could hang it from there. And I just think it would be so cute. That was actually what I wanted to do until this basket, and my husband challenged me to make something with the basket. Oh, I'm so sad that you didn't get a picture of it, Sue. I bet it was amazing. Okay. All right, you guys. I'll post a picture of the little pot. Also, Maybe we'll make another project using that. We'll probably do the same similar thing, or maybe I'll just post a picture of it completed. But thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I appreciate your time, your kind comments, and if you really like this, please, 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 please share this project and get your friends to come and follow me on my page. I would greatly appreciate it. Till the next time, thanks guys, bye.